She's worked for the last 16 years, filed taxes every year with the same Social Security number, never with a different name.
This Utah man says he's already spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours on immigration paperwork to prevent his wife's deportation. He asked us not to identify him.
A loud pounding at the door. They lied to gain entry.
Federal officers recently arrested his wife because she disobeyed an order to leave the U.S. 20 years ago.
She understands that what she did was wrong, but she came over and applied for political asylum, and they gave her a Social Security number. Then she got her political asylum denied, and they said, your country's not dangerous.
But he says it is dangerous. His wife's ex-husband lives there and threatened to kill her if she ever returned.
In her country, there's a lot of turmoil right now. In the last several years, there's been almost 4,000 women who've been murdered.
She is one of about 110,000 undocumented people the Pew Hispanic Center estimates are living in Utah, 10 times what it was 20 years ago. And though tapering off, it accounts for nearly 4% of Utah's population. What to do with the people behind those numbers has become a hot-button issue.
If I went out and robbed the grocery store down the road from my house tonight,
State Representative Steven Sandstrom,
I would go to prison. Well, that just broke up a family.
used to work construction in Arizona, where he says he saw illegal immigrants undercut the industry.
So what's the difference? I mean, if you're committing a crime, you have to suffer the consequences. You can take your kids with you.
Now he's sponsoring a bill like Arizona's SB 1070.
And all the bill does, it just says we're going to enforce the law.
An April 2010 news poll showed most Utahns favored the idea of Arizona-style legislation, but about 1 in 5 strongly opposed that idea.
And they said, oh, let's just jump like Arizona did and lose hundreds of millions of dollars in the process. And, they're doing terrible.
Instead of requiring the state to enforce federal law, Senator Luz Robles is proposing a different bill which would invite undocumented people to come forward, pass a background check, and obtain work permits without fear of getting turned into the federal government.
My bill says these people are here. I have no authority to penalize them for an immigration violation.
I was the very first person to come forward and oppose to Senator Robles' plan and Senator Sandstrom or any immigration bill.
Tony Apia says he has spent the last 15 years advocating for immigrants.
There's no reason why states should be involved in immigration policy.
The federal government needs to step up and solve the issue.
Jason Mathis helped draft an immigration document thousands have signed called the Utah Compact. The first principle in that text is immigration is a federal policy issue between the U.S. government and other countries, not Utah and other countries.
But it's okay for the states to weigh in and provide some good ideas to the federal government.
The immigration debate over what to do and who to do it may not end anytime soon, but this family and many others like it hope change will come quickly, change that will tilt the law in their favor.
The complicated process is just insane.